hockey, and then Nation Cup. How do you see Pakistan's chances in both the events? And since Nation Cup is more important because if we go on to win that Nation Cup, we are going to qualify for the FIH Pro League, which is more important because of the competition going on around the world.
Of course, it should be nice if we could qualify for Pro League. The Pro League is top 9 nations in the world. And I think if you look at the position of Pakistan right now in the international world, we are 15 ranked. So it should be great if we are able to manage to become in the top 9. So that is still our aim. Of course, it's our aim. But we also have to always to be realistic. The team, we have to rebuild it. Bring in some new players. Some people are not here. So it's not easy to manage to win that tournament. Therefore, we need the Aslan Shah. The Aslan Shah, to be honest, for me, development is more important than result in Aslan Shah. Aslan Shah is not a major tournament. It's of course a friendly tournament, an invitation tournament. Of course, we want to play well there, but we want to perform well in Poland.
Coach, it's very unfortunate that Pakistan did not qualify for the Olympics, and your assignments for the 2 international events. So what is your priorities to make up a good team in future as well?
Well, at this moment, it's very difficult to talk about the future because the assignment is, as you said, is for 2 tournaments, and after that we will we'll discuss to see if we continue and in what way. Now the aim is clear. We want to qualify for that Pro League. That is number 1. I think really it's good for hockey, not only the hockey in Pakistan, but also for international hockey, that more Asian countries will able to perform on that level. At the moment, it's only arch rivals who are there, and there must be more. There must be more Asian teams in the Pro League. So that is number 1 aim. And of course, we want to develop the players in this period. What I'm trying to do is to increase the tactical awareness, both in possession and non-possession. And also our fitness level needs to be improved. So these are 2 focus points for now. And we work hard on achieving that.
Coach, do you think our players have enough exposure of international hockey? If not, what we should do?
The problem is not only international hockey. It's about the domestic structure as well. Yeah? You need tough competition to improve yourself. Nice friendly matches doesn't really help. You need competition, preferably on a weekly basis, and then you have your international matches with your national team. And that's something that we need to aim for more. Better competition inside the country, more competition outside the country. But we all know their funding is needed to make that happen. And I think that is one of the reasons that Pakistan the last couple of years has not been in so many events. Pakistan had been invited before for the Pro League, but had to withdraw at that moment. Hopefully now we can make it again, and this time we don't have to withdraw, but we can participate.
Coach, this is not your first time. I think this is so many times you have been with the Pakistan team. Do you think coaching in bits and pieces is a bit difficult? If you continue to coach one team for say about 2 years' time, then it makes the difference.
Of course, that makes a bigger difference than coming up and down. There's no doubt about. But okay, there are always reasons, especially here. If the performance of the team is not completely up to the expectations of people, whether it's board members, whether it's the old Olympians, then sometimes people don't want you to get back immediately. So that happens sometimes. But the good thing is I really love to work with these boys. And I do believe that the boys love to work with me as well. That is at least the feedback that I get from them. They feel that they are improving themselves. They become better hockey players. And indeed, if we can show that for a longer period, most likely even we will get more out of it than being close to good events.
What is your opinion about available stuff? Do you think they are enough good and sufficient experience, talent and experience?
Well, of course, there are really good guys who want to work together and improve themselves as well. That's number 1. But if you're honest, there is not a real coaching education program in Pakistan. There should be a good coaching education program that will help even the coaches to become even better coaches than they are. It took me 6 years of study before I became a coach, and then even 5-6 years of experience in Holland before I became a national coach. So that took me 10-12 years before I was invited to become a national coach. Sometimes here people are invited to become a coach without any experience. So that's a difference, but that is what it is here in the country at this moment, and maybe in the future that can be changed as well.
Coach, you coach the Indian team as well. So where you see the standard between the Pakistan and India in the hockey?
Well, if you look at individual players, there's not much of a difference. The only thing is the program is completely different, especially after the non-qualification of India. I think it was 2008 where they did not qualify, and then 2012 they were last in London Olympics. Then they completely changed their whole setting, including hiring people from abroad, including bringing a lot of money inside the program, and that brings them back in top 4, top 5 in the world.
Coach, you have done some other coaching international assignments as well. How do you rate the current lot? As Pakistan produced some big names in the hockey arena in the past as well. If there are no big names as of now, so there is no followership for the juniors as well. So how do you rate this thing?
Well, to be honest, I think that there are very big names in this team as well. I don't call you the names, because otherwise they think they arrived already there. But I see really big talents here. The only thing is we need to groom these talents to real team players, and everyone needs to understand what is my role in the team effort. And if they start understanding that properly, you really have some fantastic players. Of course, there are some areas we really need to work hard on. So conceding goals, for instance, and especially conceding goals in important periods of a game, is something we need to work on.
How do you rate Pakistan team for as Lancia?
How I rate them compared to the other teams in Lancia?
Yeah.
Well, let's say the aim there is to be in the top 3. That will be a good start.
One last question, please. How do you deal with or we can say, how do you cope up the language barrier do you have with the players as well?
Because I have fantastic translators inside the team and inside the staff, so that is no problem. Really, the players they are fantastic, and in this team already, when we have meetings, we had a couple immediately. Boys step in, translate it for each other. I ask them, of course, whether they understand, and they always say yes, but I know it's no. And then we bring in our translators to help it out, and I don't think afterwards there are any question left. So yeah, it takes a little bit more time, but no problem, because my Urdu is still not good enough.
Some advice for the homegrown coaches. They say they start as a player, and the next day they feel they are a good coach, and they start training.
Yeah.
So what should be the basic criteria of becoming a good coach?
Education.
Education, coaching,
Yeah, coaching education. What I said, I studied 6 years to become a coach. I must say I was not as good as some of the coaches here as a player, but maybe I became a good coach because of all that education. And keep improving yourself. Never know that you know everything. You talk with players, you talk with other coaches, you with people all over the world. You watch other international matches. That brings new ideas, and that's what you have to translate into your teams again. So it's coaching is a continuous process of education, and I think that is the most important thing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, coach.
My pleasure.
So nice of you.